Hi guys, it's Nat here. Hope that you're all safe and well and doing okay. So firstly, I have a bit of an apology to make. I am sorry that I haven't been on for a number of days now. Also sorry that there was no Friday night book haul. Bit of an update on those. With the state of things, the bookshop decided to close for now. Simply because it's run by volunteers, completely run by volunteers, and the majority of them are elderly people. So in the interest of their safety plus the safety of our customers, we decided to close it down. So no book hauls for a while, but that's all right because it'll give me time to use the books I've got so that I've got room to get a whole lot more when it opens back up again. Okay, so tonight I thought I'd go through, I've still got more things to show you from my trip to Victoria to Susanna Easdale's retreat. She is Vintage Blend Studio. I will link her below. So I'd like to thank Susanna because we had the best time and she was just the best host ever and so just wonderfully generous and kind and just a beautiful person. It was so lovely to meet everyone in person. So on my way over, I went through Murray Bridge, which is quite close to the Adelaide Hills. And I had heard that they had a scrapbooking place there. One of my friends had linked the details to me, but I wasn't quite sure where it was. But I kept my eye out and of course it appeared before me as things do. So I had to stop in there. I couldn't spend much though because I had to keep my money for the trip. But I'm pretty sure I got this paper from there. I was looking for some papers for my woodland journal that I was going to do at the retreat. So I grabbed that one and I've used a couple of the mushrooms. Now I do have more bits and pieces and also my woodlands journal to show you, but I still need to work on it. So I'm going to do that on camera when I get a bit more time and show you all the little bits and pieces for that then as well. Then I got this one. I should tell you what it is. It's Kaiser Craft Enchanted. Everyone probably knows that one by now. And this one, which I have wrinkled a bit, but that's all right. This one's Garden Leaves. I really liked it. It has little ladybugs on it, so I thought I'd grab that for something. Then they had stamps and the prices were all right. So I got this one. So it's Memories on the Murray it is. And it's on the main road in Murray Bridge. But I love this, tree stamps. And then I grabbed these Couture Creation stamps. So I got the Waratah. And I got the Wattle, I think it is. Acacia, yeah. So that was cool. And then, of course, I get to the retreat. And I've just got bits and pieces here all over the place. So I'll try and find them. Now, the lovely Jeanette, Crafty Dork, we know her as, or I call her the Dorky Crafter. She had all these tweezers, so she gave me some tweezers, which is really cool. They're nice fine-tipped ones, so they're going to be heaps handy for me. I do have some of the non-stick ones, but they're, you know, they're back to front. I think you squeeze them to open them, and I find it so difficult, so these will be great. Then she had a whole lot of your labels, like the Roxy Creation and Tracey Fox and that labels. And I'm always like going, oh, who needs them? You should just make your own. And I'll never buy them. But I tell you what, there were some beautiful ones, especially these Tracey Fox ones that I used in my journal. So I'll definitely be grabbing some of those. I don't know if I've got those specific ones here. But she had stacks and stacks of them already cut out. And she said, just grab what you want. So I made the most of it and grabbed a few. These are the ones that I was using. I think they're Tracey Fox's. And they're like, I'll get it on my hand so that it shows up. They have meanings. And this one's like pollinate. And there's ones like grass and stuff, which I thought were really cool for your nature journals. So I think I'll be having a look and grabbing some of those. So thank you, Jeanette, for these labels. They will come in very handy. And she also snipped a bit of a few of her beautiful trims, which I'm going to save for when I do some layering sometime. But I love that one. And then there's the same one, but it's in black. It was so much fun just swapping all these little bits and pieces. Now, while we were there, we did go to, and I did have a thing here, I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Okay, I just had to go and check. It's Gail's Patchwork Emporium. Now, she has the most amazing place. So that was over in Victoria. It's near Ballarat in Sebastopol. So I'm pretty sure she does have a website as well. So I will link that below. Go check it out. She has the most amazing fabrics and trims. Trims galore. I've never seen so many trims. I had to behave myself somewhat there though. So I did grab, she had some little bits out for like $3 and I found this one, which I thought was awesome for a farmyard journal. So all the cows. You should have heard the ladies oohing and ahhing over everything. And then she had these beautiful little, I don't know how big they're, like 2.5 square inches by the looks. But there's gorgeous fabrics in this. And I've already used one in my Woodlands journal because they're just a beautiful colour to use. But she also had some nice Alice in Wonderland fabrics and, you know, all the stuff that us junk journalers like. So definitely check out her site. I know she will deliver fabrics and that. A lot of the trims she can't because she doesn't always get more than one roll depending on where they come from because she sources them overseas and that as well. So I've got this beautiful brown trim. I was looking for things that I thought might go in my Woodland journal. And I have used some of this one in there. I think it's hard to know which is the right side of that one. So I just use both sides. I think it's that side actually. And then I grabbed this one as well, which is really sweet. So yeah, just a beautiful place. That's such a nice setting. Okay, and then Susanna also took us to Kaisercraft. Now, I've never been to a Kaisercraft before. We do have one here in Adelaide. I have not been there yet. So we went to the one in Ballarat, and of course, quite quickly I find where they've got their sale items, which is deadly. So I grabbed, I think I grabbed a stack of embossing folders. So I got the wood grain one. So, does it have a, yeah, wood grain. And this one, which is, I will tell you in bloom. That one is bloom, which I love. And this one, which is crochet doily. And seashells. And then Amanda found these ones, so I had to go back and grab one of those because she said Alice in Wonderland. That'd be good for an Alice in Wonderland journal, and I agreed with her. So off I went and grabbed that one as well. And they had these ribbons. I think they were $1 a pack, so I got this sea sort of themed one. And this one as well. And then a stencil, I grabbed botanical. It sort of has roses and that on there. And another embossing folder, which is seahorse. So that was lots of fun. Could have spent a lot more, but yes, I was trying to be good with my money, and then I was so good with my money that I ended up spending all that money on the way home. So then Amanda had some gorgeous stamps that she bought along for the Woodlands journal. So she sat down at night in the motel and stamped a whole heap of them out for me, which was so cool. So she stamped them onto watercolour paper for me so I can colour them in. She coloured one of the owls in for her Woodlands journal with, painted them with some distress ink, and they turned out really nice. It's a cool stamp set, that. Wouldn't mind finding it one day. Alright, now to the generous Susanna. She had little gifts and that for us at the retreat, and there was a card with one of her prints. So that's one of Susanna's artworks. Absolutely beautiful. So she's got made them into little cards. So this card, and then she painted us each a we've all got a little original. Is that not so cool? So that's going to go in my Woodlands journal because I think I'll use it to put my memories of the trip in. So that was so sweet, and I'll treasure those. And then she also had some jewellery that she had made. Now, we've got prices on that I will take off. And she let us have some of her jewellery, which was gorgeous. And they have alphabet, initials on them. So my initial wasn't there, but I love that this is a flower and it has an F. And even though I don't wear jewellery, I'd really love to use that as a dangle or on the front of a floral journal for myself. And then I grabbed this one because it's B and it's got a butterfly. So I can put that on a butterfly themed journal for myself as well. And they'll be my own personal journals. And then she gave us each one of her packs. So she knows I love purple, obviously. So she had set aside for me one of her purple packs, which is so awesome. So what I'm thinking of doing with this is making myself a purple botanical journal. Someone else previously had gifted me some purple and green papers, which are my two favourite colours together. So I reckon those with all of this will make the best private journal for myself. And I might even put this on the front of it. So I've got some of this trim. It's like wool netting, which is lovely. And a butterfly, and this really nice thick vintage lace. And then there's some sheer, it's like scarf material, sort of nylon or something. Lovely colours though. Look at this lace, so nice. And then some botanical book page, which I do recognise, which will go perfect. The welcome, some vintage book pages. Oh, that's sweet, that is. A picture of a rose, which I love. That's a gorgeous picture. Oh, butterflies. That'd be really nice. Fussy cut those ones. I could fold it and put it as a page, but I reckon I'd probably fussy cut those. So, is this wallpaper? Oh, this is wallpaper. That's really nice. And some... Oh, this is wallpaper as well. It's really soft for wallpaper. And small wallpaper. Because I didn't come back with enough wallpaper. You'll get that in a minute, guys. And then some more wallpaper. White dots on it. So that's a gorgeous little pack to put into a beautiful little purple journal for myself. Now, more artwork. I was flicking through Susanna's, I think she showed us her originals by memory, of her artwork, and one jumped out at me and I had to have it. So I purchased one of her prints, which is this one. Absolutely love it because it's an owl, it's dark and dreary, which I like, and the sky is almost a purple hue. She's just amazingly talented, that lady. So that's another thing I'm going to treasure. It's my second print of hers. So, and she also had for each of us a Golden Hands book, which most of you would know. Great for filler pages for your journals. Nice and retro because they're the 70s, 72. So yeah, nice retro pictures in good nick, and they're matte as well, which is really cool. So that was just so many lovely little gifts for us. And it didn't end there, because on the last day she decided she had too much material and wallpaper. So she let us rate it. I don't think she even knows how much of it I grabbed. She'll get a shock. Yeah. So there were all of these material, do you call them swatches? Bits and pieces anyway, of your, my brain is so not working tonight. It must be like over stressed about all the stuff. That stuff that you put on couches and stuff, upholstery. There we go. I knew it would come sometime. Upholstery fabrics. So I'll give you a quick flick through all of those. And I've got great ideas for all of this. I think these will just make beautiful journal covers. Especially those ones for the more masculine themed journals. And then we've got that lovely one. So all sorts of different, and she specifically gave me this one for obvious reasons. It's lovely too. They're so cool because they're backed and that, and so nice and thick. You know, the glue's not going to show through in a hurry, so very easy to work with for the covers. Red and green, blue. These are great too, because you can just embellish them with whatever, or not, and leave them plain. There's a whole heap of those ones, all different colours. And these patterned ones, that one's lovely, gold. Some more of these ones in the grey tones. And there was this, grab that, that'll be great to just cut up for scrappy embellishments and that sort of thing. Put them down there. And then there were these are more like wool ones. Polyester they are, but they feel like wool. And you could probably use this either way too. Although obviously the tag would be on the back, so that would be the right way. Isn't that nice though? That would make a real nice Woodlands themed cover. So that's all the material. And then we all went through the wallpaper books that she wanted to get rid of and grabbed a whole heap. So there was this one, which is really interesting. It's like embossed plastic, I think. She said it was like for a bathroom. So I thought that was interesting, and it would go in a sea-themed journal quite nicely, I reckon. And then, yes, I'll try and show them quickly. There's a lot of them. These are all wallpapers, by the way. But yes, I lied in bed the other night and had a good thought of what I'm going to do with these. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into them in the future, and I'll definitely show you guys what I do with them. But obviously they'd make really nice covers. They're just a perfect size for a cover, and then some pockets and embellishments. But all sorts of different ones. A lot of them are the neutral tones. I think Amanda and I took a whole pile back to the motel, and we sat there and said, okay, you can have this one, I'll have this one. And the ones that we couldn't agree about, we cut in half rather than killing each other, which was probably more appropriate. Aren't they glorious? So I definitely can't whinge that I haven't got enough wallpaper now. I haven't managed to find any wallpaper books yet. I've got a few of the rolls from the second-hand store. Look at that one. Very different. They're just, we kept the sheets that it come on, because we can cut bits out of this because of the pattern and use that in our journals, or just use them as backing for embellishments and that as well. Waste not, want not. So yes, I'll try hard to make up for my lack of book haul videos, and I apologise for my absence. It's been a lot, I think, for everyone to get used to just recently, and I think I'm still coming down from the high of my trip away and just trying to get a whole lot of cooking and that done. Cooked a lot of meals to put in the freezer and that sort of thing. I've got to go out tomorrow and try and get one or two things. I'm not keen to have to go out at all, but there are a couple of things I need to do, so I'm thinking get it done now and then shut in for as much as possible. Yeah, hard times. I know my daughter works at the supermarket restocking and that, and she wasn't feeling very well the other day, so they won't have her back until she gets doctor's clearance. And, I doubt the doctor will have her in there, so she's actually feeling fine. It's probably just hay fever. But yeah, best to be safe than sorry, but it's difficult. Yeah, there's still more. I hope you like looking at wallpaper. I love this one. The effect is amazing. So, you can just sort of imagine the different types of covers and that you can make. And I do love the more neutral tones. Ooh, purple. That one I was just having. Looks like kitchen tiles, doesn't it? You could pretty well cut those out individually as little embellishments and that. So heaps to do. Oh yeah, there's still more. This is the real nice stuff too. It feels really nice. It almost feels like fabric. I've seen something like that already. Some more crackle stuff. I think I will just have to make 1,000 covers. It's one of my favourites, the pattern. Still more. It's a gold one with the crackle effect. That one you've seen. That one's the same but in gold. Another beautiful patterned one. Nice again for nature theme. That's that one. So nice. And a crackly one. And that, now hopefully that is, no, still more. Not much more. That one's pretty. So I think that is just about, that's it, yay! So yes, they are, that's most of the wonderful stuff that I come back with from my trip. Thank you so very much again, Susanna. It was just awesome fun, and I love all of the wallpaper and the fabric. I'll definitely use it all. Much appreciated, and stay safe everyone. Take care, and I will be on soon with some crafting. See you later.